Many also knew Lil Jeff as the menace that used to roam the Chicago streets, because another time he was riding through the streets when he came across a random guy on the sidewalk and decided to almost crash out for no reason. Because Jeff sees a random dude on the street and starts talking to him. Everything seems cool at first.
I caught me some action. Yeah, what up, Joe? How you coming?
But out of nowhere, he ups his blick and asks the dude if he's ever seen one of them and points it at him for no reason.
Ever seen one of these? You think you can run from this? Get your back. You can. Hey, try to run. See how fat? I'll get out this car right now. Look. Now I'm just playing. Hey. I love you, Bleed.
But if you thought that was crazy, you gotta see this next clip, because another teen rapper from Chicago, known as Fat Drench, was on live riding through his ops hood with some of his bros. And he made it known to everyone on the live that they were sliding through their ops turf.
We don't look KT box.
33 trying to slide, we flip around, little boys in come back on the 9, 8 a neck. 33 slamming, can't TJ. No, they scared of Fat Drench. BGF is not a game.
A few seconds later, the camera went off, and you can hear a few shots in the background. And people in the comments are asking what happened, since you could tell something just went down.
They won't be up on our block. Legally black.
After he and his crew got done hitting at his op, Drench turned the camera back on, and you could hear him breathing hard, talking about how the op missed and didn't even hit them.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me, man. We good, though.
Stop playing.
I want to go to my girl crib.
Hey, go grab. Hey, take me go grab that other chopper.
Okay, mom.
Go back. They was goofy on trade.
He didn't even hit the car.
He can't shoot.
He shoot like this. He shoot like this.
Can't shoot.
Dunking his head.
Oh my damn, bro.
Don't trade y'all. Better not play no career games, so we gonna get on that.
And thankfully, neither Drench or the dude they slid on lost their life, because he and his bros were saying they wish they had their fullies, because things could have ended up way different.
Oh, I was out here at that fully, folks. Woo! That I should have got out. Oh, you got 6 bullets.
Not long after the incident, some cops pulled up on Fat Drench and questioned him about the situation, because the cop knew that he was the dude who had just had the on Instagram Live.
What you chasing me for? What? You said what? You said I'm the dude on Instagram.
And it is getting crazy out here. We might actually be in a YN pandemic. Can't even step outside without worried about getting Swiss cheese nowadays. These young niggas are a different breed, bro. Just give them what they want. It's not worth the extendo clips and switches, bro. What Herb say, bro? Damn, the streets changing. These little niggas dangerous. Don't even mask up no more. These little niggas brainless. It's a wild world we live in right now, man. Kids out here toting Glocks and snorting whippets, fiending to catch a op lacking. Even the suburban gangbangers are going crazy. We've all seen the memes. And if you haven't, basically, bro, the young niggas have lost their mind. The ones you gotta look out for are making sure you gotta look out for them. And it just got me thinking, bro, how do we get to this point? Who is influencing all these YNs? You know what I'm saying? Where are the recipes coming from? Who is on the Mount Rushmore of young niggas? Well, look no further. After extensive research, I found the greatest young niggas of all time. You know what I'm saying? The start of this national pandemic. Hawk them down, Timmy. Slime them out, Henry. These are their goats. They showed the world what it's really like to be a young nigga. I ain't gonna say started the way, but definitely pushed it. And yeah, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all who I think the seasoned vets are. Go through their accolades and really put some respect on these young niggas' names. Kick it off with quite possibly the greatest young nigga of all time. Really put the Y to N, you know. TK47.
I was cruising down the street, 4 deep, 3 bitches, 1 yapper on me.
Yeah, man, I feel like it's only right to start with TK. Dude blew up from being on the run and then immediately went to prison for like 50 years. A lot of people say he is the original young nigga, the original bad influence. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, looking at bro portfolio, I could definitely see why. His rise to terrorizing started at 16. Bro did a home invasion with like 6 different people, and one of them ended up killing somebody. TK himself didn't pull the trigger, but like, you can't be with a group of people who fucking murdered somebody during a home invasion. Yeah, nah, he was cooked. So yeah, nah, while waiting for trial, they put him under house arrest, and bro cut that shit off and went on the run. Then he did more robberies and ended up in another murder, which is, you know, it's sad, bro, it's sad. But we did get a generational song from him.
Fuck a beat, I was tryna beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race.
And yeah, nah, no cap in that rap. Didn't beat the case, went on a race, dropped some fire ass music, some iconic ass pics, included one where he's posted up with the Wanta poster. Is this a top 15 flick of all time? His run lasted for about 3 months. They got him, locked him up, but after that his music really started taking off. It wasn't even just the race. He dropped Santana World, which is nothing but bangers. I still be listening to Gotta Blast and Lemonade to this day, and it's probably all I'm ever gonna be able to listen to from this nigga, because the case he ran from caught up to him, was found guilty and sentenced to 55 years for it, along with beating up an old man. And that doesn't even count another completely separate murder that happened in a Chick-fil-A parking lot. Look, I fuck with TK, fuck with his music and shit, but maybe we should hear the judge out, bro. This is insane. Like, free him, free TK completely? I don't know about all that, but how about we throw him a mic and an engineer in the cell? But yeah, nah, we...
All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise.
Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is the Mayim in Atlanta, and just saw these clips from the elder up in New York. His from a lesson he did just yesterday, and it's his title got me, the title and the lesson altogether, but it's "Watch, the Lord will use these YNs to be a terror unto Egypt and to crash out." And I believe that is extremely true, because when you think about the downfall of Esau, it's all things that he created that are going to, or pushed, that are going to bring him down. And the ultimate one are the nukes. That's his biggest, greatest invention. It's really a gift that the Heavenly Father gave to him, but he's going to destroy himself and his rulership with those nukes. You could even think of what they call the Ouroboros, where you see the snake eating its own tail. That is pretty much what the Edomites are, because they are destructive. And everything they create, even when they try to do good, it goes wrong. Like, for another example, is just the pollution and everything they've done to the earth, the destroying of the earth. That would eventually take everyone out. And the Lord said, if you didn't come sooner, there'd be no flesh left to be saved. And so you look at these so-called YNs, and they're a creation of the Edomites. And they did that through their through various means, but always some form of destruction, whether it's destruction through their legislation, or through their redlining, or through their hiring practices, or just flat out destruction, because we have countless cities that have been buried under lakes that were doing quite well, but Esau came and destroyed. He destroyed the family system through feminism, which really, these YNs are the byproduct of that. He created them. And then the music industry, and changing the vibrations of the tones and the music, as well as pushing lyrics and just entertainers that are all negative, in a negative light. And this has influenced our people to where we're in the position that we're in, except for the elect. The elect are coming out of this, but these others are just here, and the Lord's going to use them to the best that he can. And what other way would you use them except for destruction? And they will eventually be a terror unto Egypt. They're a terror unto Egypt currently, but we will see it once Jacob's trouble hits and how they react. They're the ones that are going to be terrorizing this place with the break-ins and not caring one bit. And we'll see. We will see how it goes down. But this all started with Esau digging a pit. He was trying to break up the southern kingdom families, which are Judites, as well as Benjamites and Levites. But he was trying to break up our families, and he did that through his feminism, which was a pit. He did that to get the man out of the house, and to get the woman working, in which he could tax the woman. And then with the woman working, you can indoctrinate the children within their school systems. He did this. This is a pit that they dug to hurt us, but as you can see, all this feminism is hurting the rest of the other nations as well, including the Edomites. And this has been spread around the world as well. But it's something that shouldn't be, because it's when you liberate the woman, the society falls, because families fall. They are there at the foundation of what holds holds a society together, which are families. But they dug that pit, and this is Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. They dug this pit of feminism and of with the redlining, with the destroying of our cities, with the taking and not hiring us for jobs, with the changing of the music and the entertainment and the food, with all the GMOs and lack of nutrients in it. Too many to even list. They have done so much, and they've set the target on the families of the southern kingdom, primarily Judah, which is the head tribe of Israel, which Judah are the so-called Negroes here in America, in the Americas, and around the world. But he aimed it at us, and now on the internet, you hear Edomites complaining about how their wife cheated on them, or how she left them for another man, or just left because, and their families are now falling apart. They dug this pit, and they're falling into it. And that pit has created monsters. These YNs are monsters. And so we're going to get 2 Esdras 5 and verse 8. And it says, there shall be a confusion also in many places. And we are in Babylon the Great, America, which it means the land of confusion. And it very much is. And this confusion gets pushed around the earth. And so you have confusion in many places. People don't even know which gender they are. And it says, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. There's that underwater, that deep sea fish that has the little light bulb on its head, and he just came up from the deep reaches of the ocean for the first time, and that was in the news, and it's a big deal because they don't belong at the top. That's changing their places. And it says, and menstruous women, these unclean women, shall bring forth monsters, shall bring forth YNs. And this is a pit that Esau tried to create to do this, which they knew that taking the man out of the house would result in that. You look at the individuals that are in jail, and it's something like 70, or in prisons, something like 70% of them come from single mother households. It's not that bad for single father households or two parent households, but single mother household makes these individuals, these YNs, extremely emotional and extremely, basically they have no mercy, just like women have no mercy. And they're basically they're just emotional, overgrown little boys out there that are causing all sorts of trouble, that are murdering and don't even care about it, and murdering their own people for that. And Esau created this. He created these monsters. But the things that Esau creates turn around to bite him, turn around to get him. And so we're going to go to the book of Isaiah. But this shows you how these YNs are. Isaiah 51 and 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, every single street corner, as a wild bull in a net. So they're full of anger and full of strength. It says they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. And this is what we're seeing. These monsters with all this anger, with all this emotion, and they have firearms. and they're not afraid to use them. They use it at will. And this is a great example of what we have become. Going back to Isaiah 19 and 17, and we're just going to end it here. But it says, in the land of Judah, the southern kingdom, so-called Negroes, and this includes Benjamin and Levi, which Benjamin's the Jamaicans and the Islanders, and Levi are the Haitians, but particularly the land of Judah, the Negroes. And it says, in the land of Judah, these YNs included, because I've read this, always read this, and I think of the elect coming back into their power, and that putting fear on these people, because it speaks of that in Revelation 11 and Wisdom of Solomon 5. But you can include these YNs as well, and all their chaos and drama and emotion that they have. The land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, Egypt being America. It's called by a lot of different names within the scriptures: Babylon, Egypt, Sodom. You can see the Egypt and Sodom in Revelation 11 as well, and Assyria, Nineveh, so on and so forth. It's called different names, but here where it's saying Egypt, and this is after the Exodus, so it's not speaking of ancient Egypt, it's speaking of a new place, this mystery Babylon. But it says, in the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it. These YNs are going to be a terror out here during Jacob's trouble. And who knows, they might even be, because the Lord says that he can make even your enemies at peace with you when you're walking in his ways, just paraphrasing. So maybe there'll be little minions for some of the elect, or might help the elect, or whatever. But overall, they're going to be a terror unto Egypt. They're going to be breaking into places. They're going to be smashing businesses. They're going to be looting. They're going to be out here raising so-called hell. And really, this will be their element, their environment for that, and what's to come. Jacob's trouble, which is fast approaching, because we've even got that fierce king in office right now. But we'll see how things play out. But I thought that lesson from the elder was really good in that subject. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.